Okay, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the training. And once again, we are talking about our topic of Facebook for your marketing efforts. And we're going to get into a little bit more of the practical stuff at this point and share with you some thoughts on setting up your profile. And we're also going to be showing you some really good examples and maybe a few examples of things, that just don't work as well. So hang in there and let's go over some notes here really quick, okay? This is not a very super complicated process. There are some important components that we definitely want to do our best to get right, but we're going to guide you through that, right? And so there's a few things that we want to talk about real quickly, and then again I'll show you some examples and we'll go through that way, okay? So first of all, the biggest thing that you have that you want to get situated for your Facebook profile is your cover photo. It is kind of like a billboard, right? It shows people what you're about, and it could have a little bit of lifestyle. It could have, some kind of business type connotation to it. It could have a video even in the background playing. And so there's a few different options that you have there. But we want to be very careful not to put too much detail in there about the types of businesses or offers or affiliate programs that you're working with, because it allows people to kind of make a quick judgment on what it is that you're doing, and they might even go somewhere and look up the name of your company or the name of your product, and they go find somebody else. So anyway, that can really happen. So the cover photo should be as stunning as it can be. It should be as polished and professional looking as it can be, but it can also be sort of fun and real life type stuff, a little bit of lifestyle stuff. So again, I'll show you some examples there and you'll get a little bit better idea. Now, if you're not good at graphic design or you don't have time for it, you can reach out to somebody that can help you with that. And there is a good resource on Fiverr.com, Fiverr, where you can actually go and find somebody to design a cover photo for you, and they will talk through with you about what you'd like to see, and they'll ask you for some different photos and content, and then they will put together some drafts of a good cover photo for you to look at. And it's typically, to get a nice one, $50 to $100. You can spend a little bit less. And also, again, if you have a really nice photo already, or you can do some of your own graphic design stuff, then go for that. All right, so the next thing that we want to look at is our profile photo. Now, this is sort of like your portrait, okay? There's some key points in this. We want to make sure that your face is right there, very clear, visible, smiling face, so that when people come to your Facebook profile, they know it's you. Some people put different things in their profile photo, and an animal that they love, maybe a cartoon figure, maybe something kind of weird or unusual, and it doesn't really show people who you are. And not everybody is going to want to go very much further into your Facebook profile and look at very many of your posts if they don't really know that you're a real person, right? So something decent quality. You don't have to use an absolute professional photographer, but if you have access to that and you really want to do that, then that is totally fine. But most camera phones, smartphones these days, have a really good camera, good quality. You can take a few different shots and decide on a good one, right? Okay, so now we're going to look at the About You information and talk briefly about that. Typically, this is the bio information that people look at and they see just under your profile photo, and it tells them a little bit about you. You might want to list something like entrepreneur or self-employed or business owner, internet marketer, different things like that, business coach, that type of stuff. So consider those things and look at some other profiles that we're going to show here in a few minutes, and just to give you some ideas. And then also, the About You information should not include all of your links to your offers. It should not include all of your different business programs that you're participating in, products that you're selling. And the reason for that is I know it's tempting to want to put all of that up there so that people will see it and click it and find out about your stuff. But most people will see that. Some people will click it and learn more. But most people will go online, Google what you've shown there, and they may or may not find your offer again. They might find somebody else talking on YouTube about that product or that business program, and they might decide, wow, this person is awesome. They have a lot of good bonuses. They're going to help me get started. I'm going to sign up with them. And unfortunately, they completely forgot that they found that product or that business opportunity from you. And so one of the key components to your Facebook profile is to not have your business just plastered right there in that area. Now, when we start talking about things that you can post and the formula for sharing your Facebook content, then we're going to include some business stuff in there. So don't worry about that, but it's going to be in a different type of format so that it causes interest and anticipation and piques people's curiosity, right? Okay, so that's the about you information. It is also good if you want to put in there, where you live so that people can actually see, once again, you're a real person, and a few other bits of information that you might want to include there, which you'll see as examples coming up. So keep in mind, this is a social platform, right? Facebook is social media, kind of like Instagram and some of the others where you're going to be sharing fun, lifestyle, motivational, inspirational stuff. You're going to be interacting with people. You're going to be developing relationships with people and engaging with their content. So you don't want to be stuffy and a little bit too official about everything. You want to be clear about what your intentions for your Facebook profile are. And again, that starts with your cover photo and then carries down to your about information. But really, you want to include photos of your family and your life and your travel and funny, goofy things and some serious things here and there as well. So you want to put yourself out there. You don't want to, kind of hide from the camera when you're doing social media, when you're building your Facebook profile, and when you're interacting with people. Because once again, that really helps build a huge amount of trust. It gets people to like you, and they actually enjoy seeing the real you. People don't want to see something that's fake on Facebook, right? They want to know you. They want to be able to hear your stories about your life. They want to learn about your struggles and the real things, but they also want to see you face to face when they're out there. So keep that in mind. Now, if you're a little bit nervous about that, or you haven't put your face out there before, I would just encourage you to just, start easy. Put just a photo of you on a post. Say hey to everybody. Here, this is me. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Saturday, whatever it is. That's a nice post, and it's not very foreboding. It's not very serious, and it's kind of easy to do. And then you'll get the hang of that as you go. So again, don't use fake photos. Don't try to use a lot of stock photos. It's okay to use different photos that have meaning to the posts that you're doing, even if it's not your face. But try to just not overdo that, and try not to overshare other people's things. It's good to share good content from business partners and associates that you have, but if you're always only sharing other posts from other pages, it's not going to really make, again, for people to kind of get to know you, which is what you really want. And you don't want to give people the idea that you're just here selling, right? So, people kind of run from that. They do want to buy products and services, but as we get into that a little bit later, you're going to learn people want to have their problems solved. They want to find something that is a solution. They don't want to be told every 5 minutes when they see a new post on Facebook, hey, try my wonderful miracle product. It's going to solve all the problems in your life, and it's only $79 a month. So, people are not really on Facebook for that. And again, there is a place for that. So let's now take a look here at what we're going to be showing as some of our examples. As you can see, I do have a professionally designed cover photo. This was a really nice touch for me when I started actually wanting to have a business presence on Facebook and not only use it for purely personal social use, okay? And so you can see here it explains what I'm about. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a digital marketer, and I am bent on helping people achieve time and financial freedom. Now, that doesn't explain everything that I do. It doesn't talk about any particular company or product, but people can get the idea that I'm a business person, right? And when you look over here at my profile photo, you can see I'm a smiling face. It looks a lot like my other photo there. People get to know me that way. They can actually see who I am. I'm actually on the beach there, and so it's kind of a sunset in the background, sort of a little bit of an appeal there. I did not have a professional photographer take this photo. I did it myself with my phone, and so that's how I do most of my stuff. Now, if you go on down and, as I mentioned, looking at the about information down here, we're going to look at the intro, and this is just who I am. These are some bullet points about me as a person, and that helps people kind of get to know what I'm about. And also right below that, where it says edit bio, look at what I've got there. I'm an entrepreneur. I live in Tucson. I grew up in Phoenix. I do have a website here, but the main purpose for that is not to show my business products or my business offers, but it is sort of a landing page so people can see a little bit more of a bio about me, sort of a resume. It does not mention my business or any products or anything like that. It really just gets people to know me better. Now, if you don't have a website that way, that's totally fine. A lot of people do not use it, and it's not required. And so far, you haven't seen me actually promote a business, right? You have not seen me actually post a product picture or invite anybody to join me in doing anything. And the reason for that is because people really, again, they want to get to know you. They know that I'm in business. They know I'm doing some type of business. And if they begin to trust me and they understand that I'm a real person, I care about helping people. You can see over here, my featured photo says, I'm thinking about helping you succeed. There's a lot of key indicators. There's a saying that goes, success leaves clues, right? And so when people can see the clues and follow them, typically what they will do next is they will send you a Facebook message. Okay, so let's move on to another business partner here that I have. And you can see Decar Lady here. She has a really great close-up photo of herself. She's relaxing. This is what she is about in the moment. She's very personable. She's very straightforward. She helps a lot of people. Her profile photo here is very clear. You can see her smiling face, and she is just a real person, and she's a great lady too. You can also see that she has a really good bio information over here in her about section. Her intro, helping folk gain extraordinary success so they can live the life of freedom they truly deserve. And she does not post her business link here. She does not try to sell anything here in her bio. And so that is a good thing to do. Once again, it doesn't need to be a lot of salesy stuff. So we're going to take a step in a little bit of a different direction here for our examples. And I want to show you some very high profile business entrepreneurs. You might have heard of Grant Cardone. He's actually a billionaire business person. He owns multiple businesses. He's written several best-selling books. He coaches people. He actually holds large conferences. You can see his video running here, and it's really a cool way to do the cover photo, if you will, even though it's a video. I've seen other entrepreneurs doing this too. Tony Robbins over here, one of the most famous business coaches and entrepreneurs and motivational speakers in the world, has a very similar type persona. And you can see right here, his face is very clear. Same with Grant Cardone. there's no question that's who it is that you're looking at when you go to their Facebook profile. And so just consider those things, not just us here talking on the training about these best practices, but actual multi-million-dollar and billion-dollar entrepreneurs using the same exact types of methods, right? So I want to look at one more profile here. We're looking at Fraser's Facebook page here now. Fraser is all about the water, the sun, the beach, the lifestyle. And you can see here in his cover photo that it's very clear, very well taken, but it shows what he is passionate about. And it does include the little hint about the business stuff because he's working on his laptop at the moment. And he's laying on a deck. You can see the background there. This is really inspiring for people because it helps them understand and believe that it's possible, right? And so when you look at his intro, his bio information, again, it just very, very simply shows what he's about right here. He does not post a business link or a product. He actually has a link to his Facebook group that he's promoting. And that is a good thing because it gets people over to into your community where you can actually begin to provide tremendous amounts of value. And we're going to get to more of that later in a different video. So once again, let's go back to our notes here. This screen will stay here in the training, of course, but I just want to encourage you after this video, start to set up your profile. Reach out to us if you have questions. We're going to get into more of the detailed settings and kind of nuts and bolts of actually optimizing your Facebook page next. And so I look forward to seeing you over on the next video.